Hello. Today I would like to demonstrate to you our Book2net Cobra. To start with this demonstration, I would like to show you some details about the hardware. At first, on the right hand side, right here, and on the left hand side, right here, you will find both cameras. These cameras are adjusted exactly parallel to the layout section, which you will find right here. This assures that you always capture your books correctly instead of producing a trapezoid, for example. In the back of your housing and right here on the front, you will find both light sources. These both light sources got a Fresnel lens right here and right here. These lenses are calculated exactly for our field of view. Additional to this lens, you will have 6 LEDs in the back and in the front, which you can adjust in intensity manually. This assures that you can capture the books with the best possible illumination all over your field of view, so that you get an even lighting from top to the bottom right here. The next thing you got is right here. Here you got 2 lasers which produce a red line in the center of your layout section. We use these 2 red lines to show or to assure where you got that you are capturing everything in the correct operating height. Additional, it indicates that you are centered with your layout section. As an example, if you slide the book cradle to the right hand side, you see both lines will get out of the center and it will end up in 2 lines. If you slide it to the opposite side, you will get 2 lines and you are out of the center. And additional, if you move down the cradle with this switch right here, you will see that in the center, 1 red line will end up in 2 red lines. And when you are in the correct operating height, you just got 1 red line, as you can see right here. The next thing we got right here is our glass plate. This glass plate can be operated by a remote control, which you can see right here. To move down the glass plate, you can just press the start button right here. And to move up the glass plate again, you press the start button one more time. The driveway of the glass plate can be adjusted with this knob right here. Right now we are in the middle position. If you got a smaller book, you choose A3 for example. And if you open the glass once again, you can see that the glass plate is not driving that much. And last but not least, we got the widest driveway, A1. If I press it again, you can see that the glass plate is moving to the uppermost position. This glass plate has an additional safety function. So in case there's something in between, I will show you. The glass plate will stop immediately. This is done thanks to this sensor here in the back. This sensor will stop or will activate the stop function as soon as this barrier right here goes into the sensor. If this happens, you press the uppermost button again, and now the glass plate will reset itself. And the last button we got right here is for the scanning operation. I will just move down the glass plate once again. And if I activate the automatic function right here and I release a scan, the glass plate will drive up to the adjusted position. And if I press the scan button one more time, the glass plate will move down. The scan is getting released. And the glass plate is moving up again. Last but not least, we got the book cradle right here. As I showed you before, this glass plate can be slided to the left or right hand side. This is really easy. I'm just using my small fingers to slide it to each side. It's that easy because a book will always be moving if you flip from page to page, and thanks to this easy sliding, it's readjusting itself to the middle position. And you can adjust the book spine extension right here, depending on the book spine that you got. And if you take a look at this plate right here, this plate is the book spine support. So this can be lifted up, and this is done with two plates. The lower one to change the height and the upper one to support. So as soon as the book spine touches the upper plate, you can still lift it up a little bit, but the upper plate is not moving anymore, and this assures that the book spine is not getting damaged. The last option you got with this book cradle is to adjust it in a specific position just by fixing this screw right here, and now it's no longer that easy to move the book cradle. So, yeah. As soon as the book is adjusted on the book cradle with the glass plate, we can start to open our job. To open the job, we can click on New Job in the middle, on the upper middle in the software, and now we can insert the job name. It might be at first just a number, but we can also call it book test as an example, and we click on OK. If we are satisfied with the job directory that you can see right here. If you want to change the job directory, so the path where all files will be saved, you click on this button right here, and you can select any path on your hard disk. If we say OK, the software will automatically create a new subfolder in your main job directory. If this is created, you can select if you want to scan with or without glass plate. In this case, as we are using a glass plate, we scan with glass. You can choose between different templates. In these templates, you might find options like the resolution, the color depth, file format, the document type, which I will explain later on, and of course if you want to scan with 1 or 2 frames, or if you want to use a reduced field of view. To adjust the resolution, you can use the button on the upper right here. If you got the message auto, it means that you are using the optical resolution that you get from the sensor. Right now we want to use 400 ppi. We want to scan in color instead of grayscale and black and white. And we want to scan in a TIFF uncompressed file format and not in JPEG, PDF or PNG file format. The button right here is where you want to save your files to. Right now we are scanning to file. Additionally, you can save the files to a thumb drive, to a printer, so to print out the files directly. You can send the scanned images per email, or you can save the files on a cloud base. You can use different document types, or you can select between different document types. The first document type is Book3. Book3 is the manual cropping and descreening of the images. So you must slide the cropping frame to the outer parts of the book. with the first side, for example. And if you want to get the second frame to the exact same size and position, you click on this equal areas button right here. And you can readjust it a little bit as well. The second option is that you can operate it with Book Mode 2. Book Mode 2 will deskew the pages automatically, but you still have to set the cropping frames to the outer parts of your book. And Book Mode 3 is to auto crop and deskew the pages, as you can see right here. The next book mode is for single pages. So if you want to place your pages anywhere on your layout section, you can operate it like this, and stapled if you got clipped pages and you want to scan them as well. Let's continue with book mode 3, so auto crop and deskew. And we can additionally adjust our file name. Currently we got our shortcut, this is called job name. So all files will be named like we named our job. If you want to change this, you can always select it right here in file name. You can, for example, just remove it, and now all files will just be a counting number with 4 digits. If you want to use 3 digits instead of 4, you just click on this placeholder and say 3. I will select job name once again with an underline and say OK. And when I adjusted these things, I can release my first scan with the button on the lower right. And now the workflow might be to scan the pages. ClassPad will open automatically. We flip the page and we release the scan one more time. The scan is getting released. And the ClassPad will open again. If I want to do a quality check of my scans, I can always click left in my sump list, and this will give me a view of the whole scanned image. To zoom into the image, I can click on one by one right here for the right hand side. If I select the left hand side by clicking left into the image, and one by one, I can see the image quality right here as well. If I want to zoom a little bit more into the image, I can click on enlarge or decrease right here. And if I want to get an overall view one more time, I can click on zoom all, or additional, I can use my space on the keyboard. I can also rotate the images to the left or right hand side, but the images will just be saved when I click in the thumbnail list on the selected images. If I want to use the live view once again, I just click left on my start stop video button right here. If I want to select if the live view is starting automatically after a scan or not, I can click right on my video mode button, and right here I can see right now that it's selected by video delay -1. That means that the video mode is not starting automatically. You must click on the video mode button to start. If you select the video delay, for example, to 0, this video will start immediately after the scan is released and saved on your hard disk. If you got, for example, 5, the software will wait for 5 seconds until the scan is saved on your hard disk, and the video will start again automatically. So as you can see, right now I'm releasing my scan. The glass plate is moving upwards. The scan is saved, and the software is starting the live view automatically, as you can see right here. In case you do your quality check and you realize that there is something missing in your current job, you can always add images to the current job. To add images to the current job, you can click right on a specific image. For example, let's choose number 5 right here. And if I click right, I see several options that I can use right now. I can select insert image before the scan, insert image after the scan, or start multiple insert. At first I want to insert an image before the selected image, and the software gives me the information that the next scans will be inserted at position 5. Additionally, I see the job function right here, where I can see insert image at position 5. And if I release the scan right now, we can see that the software will insert these images at position 5. As you can see right here. If I want to insert multiple scans, I say start multiple insert and before or after the selected image. And now the first two scans are saved at position 5 and 6, and we can see in job function again, insert image at position 7. So the software will continue scanning with the next pages until the certain point when I select that I do no longer want to insert images in this path of my job. To stop the multiple insert, I just click on insert image at position 9 right now. I'm clicking this right now and that's it. The next option we got is to replace scans. As we can see right now, we can see replace single or double side. Right now I want to replace the double side, and the software gives me the information that the next scans will be replaced at position 5 and 6. So I will start my video and I can see the job function once again, replace image 5 and 6. I'm releasing the scan. And now we will see that position 5 and 6 will be replaced after the scan. In case you know that there is a scan that you might have to do on a different scanner because it's too large for your current scanner, you can always add placeholders to your job, as you can see right here. And as soon as you know the book is, or the map is scanned, you can always click right on this placeholder, for example, and say replace with image from file. And now you can select any file from your directory, and this will replace this placeholder. When you are finished scanning your job, you can click on job process right here. And now you can convert these images into different file formats, resolution, and so on. If you want to save this, you click on Save Files, and right now you can select your resolution right here, for example 300 dpi, and we want to convert the images from a TIFF RAW file format to a JPEG file format. Now we say OK. Right here we can probably change the file name afterwards, and we can select our directory, what might be the export directory right here. If I click on Accept, the software will convert these TIFF uncompressed files into a JPEG file format and save it on your hard disk as well, or on the selected path. When you are finished with your job, you just click on Process and Close Job and Accept. To reload this job, you click on Load Job right here. And you can select any path or any job right here. You click on Accept. And now you can continue scanning your job. Thank you very much for your attention. In case you might have additional questions, do not hesitate to contact us at book2net.net.